Well, good evening, class. Good evening, everyone. I'm took it upon myself to start this video off for our group project, and what's this? Okay. Well, the two plans that I'm going to cover with uh, respect to the case study and presentation are the aspects of the develop a strategy for creating a new mission statement, core values, and leadership strengths and opportunities for growth and development at Messer Inc. All right. All right. Introduction. So I want to start off by introducing myself. My name is Mark Guthrie, and I'm a military veteran with 5 years of leadership experience as a non-commissioned officer, fulfilling a variety of billets and duties from training NCO to barracks police sergeant, which is in charge of housing or billeting. And at battery level and for section level, I was as high as ammunition team chief. And earlier in this class, we've learned the color code assessment, and we had to establish our own personality color. And uh, after analyzing my data, it ended up my personality color being blue. And this is the evidence that supports this personality type is my insistent need to build meaningful relationships with team members in the hopes of establishing a sense of mutual understanding and respect. Because, excuse me, unit cohesion and rapport building are important in order to attain the desired results that you're looking for. And striving for the best results, perseverance, loyalty lies with both the employees, the organization, and compassionately generous towards the advancement internally. Because being an NCO, one of the jobs that I have is to nurture and develop the leadership skills of my subordinates. So we'll dive into the first plan, which is leadership strengths and opportunities for growth and development at Messer Inc. And the title of the plan is Redirection of Efforts, emphasis on emotional intelligence and transformational leadership. I'll get into the meanings of those as I go through the plan. But rather than make a drastic 180-degree change with respect to the treatment of employees, and leadership should take the appropriate strides in order to regain the trust of the employees. Because after the demise of Wally Wowzer, Wendy wanted to make all these drastic changes that had to do with the benefits, the compensation, as well as their value of what their opinions were in the company. And leadership needs to maintain the momentum on improving the general direction of Messer Inc., regardless of the frustrations that they're encountering. Wendy Wowzer could contract the assistance of corporate trainers to better equip her department heads with insights on how to establish their leadership strengths and areas of improvement. And a topic that should be one of the keys with this training is Goleman's model of emotional intelligence. This model consists of 5 specific skills that encompass both personal and social competencies, which are described in the table, which came from let me see the reference. The reference is in the works cited, but it's from Joan Wagner from her article on identifying your leadership strengths and opportunities for growth in and it's from a nursing program in the University of Regina, which is in Canada. All right. So as you can see, the two competencies broken down into their skill areas: self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, and then social empathy, social skills. All of these are key aspects of leadership that that leaders need to consider when deciding which direction or how the means to which they direct their subordinates. And also, on top of the Goldman's model of emotional intelligence, we need to shift from the servant leadership style to a transformational leadership style, which the four elements are. In a transformational leadership style, leaders exhibit four dominant traits, which include idealized influence, inspirational motivation, intellectual motivation, and idealized consideration. All of these are going to catapult your company to success because of the high. Well, from what Wendy Wowser was expecting, raising expectations. And in performing those actions, leaders can rewire their decision-making processes to create an environment that not only stresses performance of the organization in the eyes of public, but also address the needs of the employees. The employees have already endured an abrupt change in the organization with their significant reduction in the value of their feedback and compensation. Messer Inc. needs to regain its image as an organization that cares, and once they obtain this, it will surely reflect it will reduce the turnover and make better use of training appropriations, which in this case will be the leadership training than rather constant training with new employees that are coming and going through the revolving door environment that it's became. All right, next plan will be for the develop a strategy for creating a new mission statement and core values. And the title for this plan is Strong Foundation. The strategy will require the establishment of a planning team. The planning team will consist of senior personnel who have been members of the organization from the previous administration under Wally Wowser into the present-day leadership under Wendy Wowser. They have the responsibility of gathering data, which involves interviews and the detailed review of all pertinent financial records. The action plan will consist of 4 of the following phases. Investigate and ascertain what is your primary business, existing or desired business model, and your organizational purpose. Next is pinpoint your organizational values. Construct an ideal image of a successful outlook, which forecast should be as far as 5 years, but no further than that. And then assess and determine what strategic issues need to be addressed in the planning phase. And these are from On Strategy. Recognizing the impact of an effective mission statement is crucial. This establishes the framework and purpose for the employees of an organization. According to Patrick Hull, Forbes Business a contributor to their online publication, there are 4 critical questions that must be answered by a mission statement. What do we do? How do we do it? Whom do we do it for? And what value are we bringing? Pretty much all of these go into the image that our employees perceive of us, as well as the public, the consumers, the stakeholders, and so on. And pretty much this concludes my segment of the group project. And last slide will have the work of where the references I've taken my ideas from. I hope you all found it interesting and informative, and I'm looking forward to any feedback that you must have. Thank you, and have a good evening.